Hello everyone and welcome! Today I've got the FMS Smasher 124 scale RC monster truck back on the bench. As nice as this truck looks right out of the box, I know with a bit of work it's going to look even better. I'll be adding some painted detail, decals, and a custom engine piece to make the Smasher look more like the original Bigfoot. All it takes are a few simple mods, so let's get started. I've done a full review on this ready-to-run FMS Smasher previously, so if you'd like to check that out, you'll find a link to that video below in the description. The truck is clearly inspired by the original Bigfoot monster truck, though lacks any sort of official licensing. However, obviously it won't take much to make this truck look the part with some decals. I found some Bigfoot decals on eBay that will fit this body from Second Chance Redlines. I'll also be using some of the decals included with the FMS Smasher as well. This custom engine piece is an item I designed and 3D printed in resin using an SLA printer. I'll simply be gluing it to the top side of the hood. Maybe not the most scale looking way to do it, however it's simple to add and I don't need to cut or modify the body beyond just adding some paint and decals. The STL file can be found linked below, or you can purchase this piece already 3D printed from Shapeways. I'll get started by fully disassembling the body, which is very easy to do with everything being held together using screws. I was very happy to see FMS has made this body in a way that it's easy to disassemble if you want to modify the body in any way. Not only is this a nice looking hard body, but they didn't cheap out and simply glue everything together, which is great to see. The only thing that isn't removed with screws is the rear tail lights, but those can stay in. Before I begin adding some painted details, I wash the body to remove any grease or dirt from driving. After that, I started by masking this trim that runs down the sides of the body. Fortunately, masking this trim is quite easy, just be careful around the front wheel flares. I used an airbrush to carefully apply some Rust-Oleum chrome paint. It by no means gave a perfect shiny chrome look, as I'm sure that would require a little more effort and probably a different paint, but it turned out looking pretty nice. I also painted the engine piece while I had that paint handy. Once again with an airbrush, I painted the bed flat black just to add a bit of contrast to the body, since otherwise it's just a lot of blue. There's a raised section in the center of that side trim that's black on the real trucks, so I added that with a Sharpie marker, as well as used a chrome pen to add some details to the door handles and keyholes. Finally, I added some depth to all of the panel gaps by adding a black wash, which I made using some watered down black acrylic paint. Already this truck is looking really nice with those additional details, but now it's time to apply the water slide decals. As I said before, I'm using some of the decals included with the FMS Smasher, as well as the ones that I got from eBay, and together they really helped make this truck look more like the original Bigfoot. Now that I've got all of those decals applied, I want to protect them by adding a clear coat over top. I did mask over the inside of the bed since I wanted the black paint to maintain its matte finish. I also wanted to paint these white body mount pieces black to blend in more with the rest of the chassis. The white color does make it easier to identify the little clips that hold the body on, but appearance-wise, it will be better looking to have these pieces painted. Once the clear coat had dried, I could reassemble the body. To add some more detail to the engine piece, I painted the filters black before gluing it to the hood, and with that in place, the truck is now complete. A few simple changes, but this truck looks awesome. FMS provides a great base in the form of that detailed hardbody, but just a little work with some paint and decals really took this truck to another level. By the way, if you want to make some crushable cars like these, I have posted a tutorial video showing how it's done. I hope this video has provided you with some ideas and inspiration for your own project. I think the next step for this Bigfoot replica is getting one of those FMS high-speed motors installed and maybe a few other hop-up parts to really make this truck fly. For now though, it's looking good and still a blast to drive around. That's going to be all for today's video. As always, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.